Good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon, everybody.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon. So we're waiting for the students to join in, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So as usual, the students need to raise their hands. So let's give it a few more minutes till all the students join in. Then we can get started. Will you be able to coordinate with the students to join in quickly? And also, once they join, they need to raise their hands. If you can just drop that note in the chat box. Thank you. Let me know once we can start so that, I think there are about how many? Only two or three students are there. Let me know when we can start. Thank you. Okay, can I request the Kionics team to let me know if we can start?
Yes, sir. You can start, sir. Because
Okay.
they are grouped together, sir, in one batch. Five members are joined, sir.
Okay. And can you also drop in a chat note that they need to raise their hands? I think this should happen every time. There's no need for announcing this every time, but this time maybe you can just drop that so that we can identify the students.
Yes, sir.
All right. And like yesterday, I think another thing is, yeah, all the students need to switch on their cameras and make sure your audio connectivity is also good. All right. So can I get the students on camera? I'm waiting so that we can start. Are there any students? Can we get some responses in the chat box? Anan, Ajil, Abhijit, and Renu. Okay, so I'm not hearing anything from anybody. So it's not going to, help if there is no interaction. So can we get started one by one in alphabetical order? If you don't participate, we'll realize that you're not there. Actually, you just logged in. So can you give a recap of what we did yesterday? Starting from the I mean, we can go alphabetically, or if anyone wants to unmute and speak, that's also fine. Can we get started, please? Anand, you were there yesterday. Shazin, you were there yesterday. Ajil, you were there yesterday, I remember. So who wants to speak?
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon, everybody. Yes, good afternoon, Ajil. Yeah, can you give me a quick recap of what we did yesterday?
Yesterday we did about what is it? Problem solving, and we did about the project. No, like session on how what was it? On a like a session on what was it? If you are in natural calamities, what are all steps you do? That is the only thing I can.
That was an exercise. Yeah, we did a exercise. I mean, the idea was not to emphasize on the natural calamity, but the problem solving aspect, right? Yeah, I mean, how collectively you're able to, okay, good. So what were your key takeaways from yesterday? Can you quickly recap that? Ajil?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, what were your takeaways from yesterday? What did you learn?
Sir, building a team spirit, the decision that have taken alone uh, depend on oneself. If we discuss in a team, we might know the reasons for upcoming, what are the necessary for others as well as for us.
Mhm.
Like as filtering.
Okay, there is a lot of disturbance even today in the audio. Who will go next? You can mute yourself and you can keep your camera on, but you can mute yourself. Who will go next? Anand, do you want to go next? Shazin, you want to go next? I think the best way to make you all participate is give you an exercise. Otherwise, you're not coming out and speaking. The only time I saw you all interacting was when you were doing an exercise. At that time, everything seemed to be okay, right? So when I'm asking questions, you're not responding. It's taking ages. It's already 2:16. You should make all these arrangements beforehand, right? I mean, the camera angle, where you're sitting, how is the audio, what is the background if you're not comfortable with the background. Now I see Shazin's video on, but there's something, I mean, it's like some ceiling or something, I don't know. So this is not good. All right, who will go next? Recap, and what was the exercise that I gave you yesterday? Ajil, you forgot to mention the exercise. I gave you some activity, right, that you need to do and come back. Okay, what about the others? Are Shazin, Hanan, and any of the other students? Okay, so Okay, the Kionics team, organizing team, may I request you to do one thing?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, can you coordinate with the students and let me know
Yes, sir.
when they are ready? When they are ready,
Okay.
and let me know
Okay, sir.
on this. I'll be here. I'll mute myself and let me know when they are ready, and then we can get started because I'm just not getting any responses yet. All right. Yeah. Thank
Okay, sir. I'll just speak to the students.
you.
Okay. Guys, are you ready? Shazin,
2 minutes, ma'am.
okay. Once you are ready, just let me know. We'll ask sir to continue. Students, are you ready? Achil, are you ready?
Ma'am, more 2 minutes, ma'am.
Sorry?
They are connecting, ma'am.
Okay.
Question. What are with books?
Guys, are you ready?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Sir, students are ready, sir.
All right. All right. So
Sorry,
can
sorry
you?
for the delay, sir. Thank you.
No. So yeah. So I hope next time onwards,
Yes,
we'll
sir.
be
This will
this
be
ready
taken
when we
care, sir.
start. When we are starting,
Okay.
we should be this ready because I don't think we need to spend half an hour to understand whether people are ready or not. Okay. So
Yes, sir.
I still see a lot of them not on camera. And can I recap? Ajil has already given me a recap. I just want to know what you understood yesterday. All those who attended yesterday. One by one. Quickly, maybe you can go ahead in your alphabetical order. Ajil has already done that. Who will go next? Okay, so what I will do is, because when I'm asking like this, you're not responding, I will pick up names and then you can start participating. Hanan, can you unmute yourself and speak?
Yes, sir.
Okay, can you give me a recap of what we yesterday quickly?
Yes, sir. Yesterday we were discussing about how a team should be having problem solving skills
Mhm,
and in what all apps we are using AI.
mhm.
We lastly discussed about that, and we were having activities regarding we should make a list about what all things we should be adding in a survival. I mean, for survival when we are in a facing a natural calamity and stuck in a building.
Okay, so again, you don't need to focus on the content. That exercise was for you to understand two things. What were those two things? You don't have to go into the detail of that survival thing and all of that. That was an exercise, interesting exercise. But what were the key takeaways from that exercise?
The problem solving skill and decision making.
So how, what are the two things that you learned? One was that individually you might have your preferences, but when you look at collective things, you might start knowing that others will also need something. You will have a holistic view. What was the second thing?
Sorry, sir.
What was the second important point?
That everyone will be given the opportunity to share their ideas and
Yes, so what is the advantage of that? You might miss out on certain things, which if you do it collectively, you will have a lesser chance of missing out on certain important aspects. All right. Okay, who will go next? Who was present yesterday? Ajil, Hanan. All those students who are students, they need to raise their hands. Otherwise, right now, I don't see anybody. I can't identify the students from the others. Whoever is a student in this session needs to raise his or her hand on the reactions button. You can go to the reactions and raise your hand. Hanun, that applies for you as well. Okay. All right. Okay, Vinayak, Shazin, you were there yesterday. Can I see you on camera and then can you give me a recap of your learning?
Yeah, good afternoon, sir. Hello?
Yeah, Vinayak, just hold on. I'm talking to Shazin.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Wait a second. This camera some issue.
Okay, Vinayak, you can go ahead and give me a quick intro of, were you there yesterday? You were not there. Why were you not there? What are these sessions?
Sorry,
Sorry?
I was absent yesterday, sir.
Okay, so what is the intent of attending these sessions? You have any idea?
Yes, sir. Uh, like the class is going on that way. I think it's 8.
I'm sorry?
Like to develop the skills, sir.
Okay.
Develop my skill.
Okay, but what skills?
Like the skills in AI, sir.
Okay. Okay. What about others? Okay, thank you, Vinayak. Who else will start speaking? Who are the, so there are only 1, 2, 3, 4. Nasiha. Nasiha, can you unmute yourself?
Good morning. Good afternoon, sir.
Yeah, good afternoon. So what is the intent of attending these sessions? What do you want to learn in these sessions?
For improving knowledge of AI.
Surya Dev. Okay, all those who are switching off their cameras, please switch on your cameras. There's no need to keep switching off and on so regularly. All right, if you're there in the classroom, please switch on your cameras. Renu Devi. what is your what do you want to learn in these sessions?
So to develop skills and know about AI.
Okay. Okay, Muhammad, Nazim, Suryadev. All right. So yesterday, so the point is, see, these sessions are not lecture sessions. Let me clarify this once again. The sessions that you're going to have with me and some of the other experts. Okay, let me speak for myself. So these sessions are not a typical lecture session. You'll be having some sessions where you will have a lot of these technical, maybe some amount of coding and technical knowledge transfer and all of those kind of sessions. But these sessions are, industry expert sessions, which are primarily meant for grooming you to become more practical about applications about the technologies that you are learning about. Say, for example, artificial intelligence. These sessions are to help you become aware of what is happening with the technology and how you can use them. And if you were asked some questions in interviews or in projects or in any other setup, how do you address that? How do you answer? Right? So that is the intent of these sessions. So these sessions, if you keep getting only lecture sessions, some slides, you will just keep hearing and going back. What is the output? What do you get out of it? Some amount of learning is good, but learning meaning from lectures and slides and all is good. But once you do that, after that, you need to start applying that. That's when you will be able to write your answers, put down your answers, interact with people, attend an interview or participate in a project or with your colleagues and classmates and all of that, right? So that is the intent of these sessions. So these sessions will have a lot of practical activities. There'll be some exercises. You will need to do those. By doing those, you will learn a lot of things. All right. By as you're doing those exercises and some homeworks and all of that, you will be able to learn a lot of things, and application of whatever you've learned from your other sessions, maybe where you're learning, nitty-gritties of various technologies. All right. So yesterday I'd given you an assignment. Who will update me on the assignment? What was the assignment? Can someone let me know what was the assignment? Yes, who will let me know? Nobody's, you just have to quickly jump. If you have been asked a question, you don't have to wait, right? Okay, tell me one thing. After your course, what are you planning to do? You're doing which course, and after this, what are you planning to do? Are you planning to do into a job, or what is your intent? Let me understand. Ajil?
Yes, sir. After I'm currently in Bachelor's of Computer Application second year.
Mm-hmm.
I currently planning that after my BC, I will pursue my Master in Science in Data Science.
Mm-hmm.
And this AI session will be like a more interactive for me. And after that, I want to move on through, not like in a project way, but in a thesis manner.
Okay.
Into thesis, that's it.
Okay. By the way, there's a heavy disturbance in your background. I don't know, next time onwards, you'll have to avoid it. Otherwise, there's no fun doing these sessions. All right. Either you have to go to a different location or I don't know what, you'll have to figure that out. Okay. So how many of you are going to go ahead with a higher level of education after this course? Not just these sessions, but the course that you're doing. How many of you are planning for something higher, a higher education after this? And how many of you are planning for a job after this, or whatever else you're planning to do? Can you just put it in the chat box? I need to know what your aspirations are. Accordingly, I will be able to guide you. All right. Can you let me know in the chat box? Anyway, speaking is not happening. So can you at least type in the chat box? Yeah, what do you want to do? I want to know, Hanan, you mentioned me, sir, but what is it? Yeah, so just mention whether it is a job or what kind of a job. If it is a job, what kind of a job? Will you do any job or any particular area? In a particular area you want to work? Or do you want to do higher studies? What is your next step? Only when we know what your next step is, can we guide, right? I mean, if supposing you want to go, you want to board a flight, you need to know where you're going. You can't just say, I'm just sitting there, wherever it takes me, I'll go. Yeah. So higher education. Okay, in which space, which field? What higher education? Do you want to do an MBA? You want to do data science, or what do you want? I want to go for higher studies MBA in artificial intelligence. Okay, good. Okay, what about the others? Someone said a job. So what kind of a job? Are you going to get into interior designing? Or are you going to become a chef? Or are you going to go into IT space? What is the area? What is the kind of job that you're aspiring for? You must have some idea, right? It need not be perfect, but at least some idea of what job, what kind of a job you want to do. Is it a programming job? It is a business analyst job? Is it a IT development job? Or is it some other job, technical role? After completing, I go for a job, and after that I will go for higher education in automotive area. And after that I will work in automotive field. Very good, Vinay. What about the others? Ajil, I haven't seen anything from your side. Renu Devi, I haven't seen anything from your side. Shazin, nothing. Muhammad, nothing. There are a lot of you who have not answered this. We'll have some recorded sessions, right? We can just record a lecture and then we'll give you a link, and then you can go to YouTube and you can watch that link whenever you want to watch it. There's no need for me to be present live. There's no need for you to be present here and, struggling to figure out what to hear and how to hear and all of that. So if you're not going to participate, there is no need for a live session. A live session is meant for participation, right? Interaction. Okay, we'll study PhD. Okay, PhD in which field? We'll go for higher studies. Mainly we'll finish masters, and while in that we'll complete a couple of courses to learn about a couple of things. So these are all couple of things. I want to know what are those specific things. So you want to do higher studies in masters in what? Masters in which field? Have you thought of that? In technical field? Which technical field? Have you given it some thought? At least broadly. At least broadly, if I say, okay, masters in aeronautics engineering, will you go ahead and do that? Masters in what? Some idea, technology, some technical field. Is it related to IT, information technology? Is it going to be related to latest digital technologies? Have you given it a thought? IT field. All right. So we've got some responses from all of you. You can keep sending your responses. So you can imagine if getting an answer about your future is going to take me so much time. So if you're not clear, the problem will be if you're not clear, then everything will look muddled. You will just come and sit for these 1.5 hours, 2 hours sessions and go back. And what have you achieved? You wouldn't have achieved much, right? So if you have clarity, then you will enjoy the sessions also, and you will also go back with, I think 3 or 4 were there. All of you were not there. Those who attended, they found some value, they enjoyed the session and they liked the session, they understood. Like I think Hanan was mentioning that she didn't even realize that AI has applications in so many different apps and all of this, right? I'm right, Hanan? Am I right? Please correct me if I'm wrong. So that's a realization. You need to see how the technologies or things that you're learning is being used in the current world, right? Only then you will enjoy this, enjoy the activity, enjoy the session. You will enjoy using those technologies. You will enjoy learning about those technologies because there is some practical application of it, which you are realizing, right? So what was the exercise yesterday? We had given an exercise. Who will explain that exercise? Hanan, will you explain that exercise? Okay,
Sir,
I'd
I'm just
asked,
putting my camera off because I mean my network is so breaking.
but this was a problem yesterday also, right? So what has improved? It has become worse than yesterday. Yesterday, at least you were talking. So today it's become even worse in terms of connectivity. So what is the point? Okay, so the Ajil, will you explain the exercise which we had given yesterday to the others?
Yes, sir. Yesterday we did a small recap on if there is a natural calamities, what are the 10
No, not
things
that
what
exercise.
like
I had given an
this is
assignment. That is the exercise class. I had given a
oh
homework.
okay, sir. Yes, sir. You said about applications of AI.
Yes.
In which all fields we are using AI.
Okay. So what we will do is, since you're all not interacting here, at least you have your mobile devices and you have access to, internet. Do like this. If you've not, I think many of you would have not even done that exercise. How many of you have done that assignment? Have you done the assignment, Arjun? Yes, no. Just a clear, straightforward answer.
I think I did this.
Okay. So now I'll give you 10 minutes, all of you. You have 10 minutes, okay? And you can access your mobile devices, you can research, you can browse, do whatever. In different, from wherever you want to serve, whichever source you like, there is lots of information available, right? I don't have to tell you that. I want you to, in the retail industry, in the examples that I gave you yesterday of maybe let's say purchasing clothes or purchasing anything, I want you to read up something about artificial intelligence, research about it, and then come back with about 5 points each. You should be able to explain those to me, 5 to 7 points each, about applications of artificial intelligence in the retail industry. All right? All right. So you will know how artificial intelligence is being used today in the retail sector. What are the technologies? What are the solutions that they are finding out? How is it helping them? So you will do that exercise and maybe in 10 to 15 minutes, spend some good time doing that, because otherwise you're not engaging, right? So after that, you will come back. Is this clear to everybody? Can I get a response in the chat box if it is clear? To all those whom this assignment is clear, please type in the chat box clear. You have to type just clear. No yes sir, no sir. Just type clear. Please be very clear about what I'm saying. Okay, just type what I'm asking you to do. Okay. Okay. So let me see how many of you it's clear. Okay. Ajil, it's clear to you or not? Anand is clear. Ajil is clear. Okay, Mohammed, it's clear. Okay. So in 10 minutes, 10 to 15 minutes, we will reconvene and you have to present to me. You have to start talking. All right. You have to start talking about those 5 things. I'm not saying 10 things. I want you to talk about only 5 things. All right. Okay. So your time starts now. All right, how many of you are ready? Can I get a response in the chat? If you're ready, just type in ready. If you are ready, just type in ready. Okay, good. Ajil is ready. What about the others? Okay, who else is ready? I just have one ready from Ajil. Can I hear from the others? Okay, I'll give you another 5 minutes. How many of you want 5 more minutes? Can you at least type that? Or at least type how much more time you need. I need to get a response in the chat. Either unmute yourself and speak, or, okay, Hanan is ready. So you have 3 options: unmute yourself and speak, or type in, or ask for more time. Okay, Shazim. Okay, 3 of you are ready. Okay, Ajil, let's get started with you.
Yes, sir. You have given the topic on 5 things about artificial intelligence in retail. According to me, retail is the process of selling goods and services to the consumer for the personal use of their consumption. Then the application which I have written is first one is a product recommendation. Uh,
Okay.
in AI, it is specially used for the product recommendation. If it is there's a case that he had bought one product, according to that product, they'll give a notification on that thing, which others before they have used it. And the second one is VR modeling, virtual reality modeling. It shows a specific on. If I take an example of lens cards, they provide in VR that modeling that if you take an image, they'll provide a specific specs onto it. It is a product of VR in lens card. The third one is a voice assistants like Alexa. It helps the buying of consumers for various use of buying the products. Then fourth one, I came up with price optimizing. It can collect the data of in retailing. It can collect the data of in which product is in demand and which is not in the demand. And the fifth one, according to me, I have written is like analysis of the product. Like analysis of the product means in case there is a scenario that consumers are buying from the specific shop or a shop, or else from a specific mall, etc. These are the 5 things I came with the applications as.
Okay, so you've done some research, but you've not done an in-depth. Obviously, you couldn't maybe read through a lot of it, but you've just scratched the surface, and some things you may have understood. So, for example, price optimization. What exactly do you mean by price optimization?
Basically, it is like
How is what is artificial intelligence going to do there? Can you explain?
So it checks the backend data, like this many products are available at this moment, and people are buying it. Not
Okay.
like they are keeping it, just they are buying it in a large amount of bulk of product, and there's a scarcity of the product.
Okay. So
That makes me to bring a price optimizing.
what do you mean by price optimization? What will you do? So you know that there is scarcity and then you are that product is in demand. So what will you do
Uh,
as a businessman?
Price will, but as a businessman, they'll think that it is a like there is a scarcity. If you increase the price, also people are ready to buy it.
Mhm. So you
Then
might,
later on,
I mean, as a strategy, you might want to increase the prices. That is not the best of strategies, but you might want to increase the prices. This is what you're saying, right? So
yes, sir.
basically, what is how is artificial intelligence playing a role in this?
So it will collect the data, sir. They'll check if you take an example of Amazon.
Mm-hmm.
There's a certain products and certain shops where it is available.
Okay.
People are continuously asking on it, just searching on it, but they are getting in a small amount of shops.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, Lots of people are trying to search on it, but they are not satisfied with the thing what they are buying it. They need more on that product. This may help for the who is a end user, no, like a not customer who
Mm-hmm.
are selling the product. They might think that there is a demand in the product, but they are they want to optimize themselves. Sorry, they want to advance themselves to increase something in their product. So this is the thing I meant to be like optimizing, not like a price optimizing, but it may create some kind of, oh, there is a demand in this product. Want to make it more. It's like an analysis. So
So maybe you can, so basically what you're doing is you're gathering the data and then you're analyzing. And based on that, you're saying there is more sales of this product. And so therefore, why don't we create more offers, right? And you can give
yes,
them better offers and all of that so that more and more of that sales happen and new customers can buy in those products and that will boost your sales, right?
so
Yeah, so that is price adjustments or price optimization.
optimizing.
And you can do that. That's how you're using AI for enabling that, right? And you can stay, you can keep adjusting that based on the information that you get, data that you get. If supposing the data, then afterwards you're gathering and it's not clearly indicating that you need to increase or decrease, you will do it accordingly. So that is the idea. Basically, that intelligence is being created by capturing the data. All right. Okay, so like that, you need to understand a little more in depth about each of those, and then we can go into more details about how and where to use and all of that. Okay, all right, who will go next? I think some of the others are also ready. Hanan, you were ready?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Can you explain what you have understood?
So I have found that in Amazon they have personalized product recommendations.
Mhm.
Like when the customer visit the Amazon website or app, they are presented with a list of recommended products based on their previous history, or I mean purchase history or their browsing history.
Mhm.
So they have supply chain optimization,
What is
which
that?
like to manage the shipping. Amazon is having a vast number of products and their orders. So to manage the shipping process efficiently, it
Mhm.
uses AI to optimize its supply chain. Like it
Mhm.
uses to predict which products will be popular in future and adjust the inventory accordingly, so it will
Mhm.
make sure
Mhm.
that the customer receive the order timely in manner.
Mhm.
And also it has fraud detection.
Mhm.
Like Amazon uses AI for
So how does supply chain, so you need to go and understand this a little better. How will this help the business in supply chain management?
so it will ensure that the customer will be getting the orders in a
So
timely,
timely availability of the product, that is one. What else?
and it will ensure that the product is in stock, like the inventory is in stock.
And you're not overstocked with the wrong product, because having that stock is also occupying space, and occupying space means you're paying money. If you're renting out or whatever you're paying, right? So it's expenses. So
Anyway,
while it might sound small for you, But for a big organization, every little thing will matter. And then as you increase the scale, it'll be losses in huge amounts of money or profits in huge amount of money. So if you manage this optimally, you can stock the right kind of products and stop stocking the products which are not moving so fast. If you have hundreds of those and they're sitting in your godown or wherever, it's not really going to help you, right? So all that can happen through a information analysis based on AI,
Yes, sir.
right? Yeah. All right. What else? Next, you were saying something. What was the other one?
Fraud detection, like
Fraud
Amazon
detection. Okay.
A for detecting and blocking fraudulent activities like suspicious account activities. If a customer's account is logged in or accessed from another location or another device, the A will flag a suspicious activity. So we require the customer to verify that their identity before allowing to make them the purchase in their phone. And the customer service, like the virtual assistant Alexa, it uses AI to provide quick and accurate response to the customers regarding any products. And also image and video analysis. Like if we want to search any products, we can upload the image in the Amazon, so it will be showing the product which we are interested. Like it either identify the product or it will be showing similar products.
Okay.
Which we uploaded. Yeah, and that's it, sir.
Okay, good. Good in the given time, or whatever research you've done. So I'm happy with your, so you should, yeah, you all speak good English and you all are capable of doing good research. So you should participate more and you should make use of these sessions to improve your ability to communicate these topics better. You may be able to communicate other things, but you should be in, let's say, projects or interviews or wherever you're going after this, and then, or your higher education, you have to appear for some interviews or examinations and all, or vivas and all of that. You should be able to present yourself, your case well, right? So that's the idea. Okay, Shazin, can I have you on screen now? You were the next.
Hello?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
I need to see you on camera.
Oh, sorry.
We're all waiting to have your, presence in the classroom. You can switch on your camera and get started.
Yes, sir. Hello?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yeah, so basically, I think the retail market mainly AI helps in, I think, this thing, customer service mostly. Like if they are going for that, so like as like ChatGPT, we can add that kind of thing to like in the retail market or something. So we can reduce the amount of like people like workers, no? So it will be more easy and more sustainable.
I didn't get anything. And what is it, the application of artificial?
No, I'm saying, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like in artificial intelligence, like we can use it as a customer service alternative.
As an alternative of customer service.
Yeah, like now people are doing like real people are doing the customer service, right? So rather than that, we can add artificial intelligence.
So you can
in
use
that.
artificial intelligence for customer service is what you mean.
Yeah,
Artificial
that's
intelligence is not the alternative of customer service. You can use AI for customer service. How will you use AI for customer service?
We can add something like the same like ChatGPT, like so that kind of thing to Amazon or something. So it will be based on the like data that is provided from the company. Like if anything is there, like any product details or something, we can add like that.
So how will you, what kind of customer service are you going to provide? What are you going to do? So customer service means, let's say you are the customer, you want some service. How will artificial intelligence provide that?
Like if I want to know something about a specific product or something, I have like if my payment went or something and don't know how to do it. I mean, like when the refund will happen or something, we can ask the AI rather than asking a real person and waiting for that.
You're not asking AI. AI is a technology, okay? It's a tool. You're not asking AI. AI is you're applying the technology to create this solution of, let's say, chat bot or whatever, right? Okay. Go ahead. What is the next one? That is the first solution you thought of.
Next one is like, I think we can use in this thing, like product management and all, like to see like each product is there or something like that.
No, you have to be clear. See, your answers are not clear. You're just saying very vaguely. You can use product management or something like that. You can see it doesn't make sense, right? Your sentences have to be clear. So you have to improve on your presentation of what you want to communicate. Like the other two communicated, you will have to work on that, Shazin, because otherwise it's not going to communicate the right thing to the audience. All right, and your camera is off again suddenly. Yes.
Yeah, hello. Yeah, so like I'm saying, like for product
Do you want
management,
do you want some more time to prepare for this? I'm okay. You can take some more time and prepare, and then you can answer. I want meaningful sentences. Each sentence you shouldn't use things like you can use it for this or something like that. That's a very vague answer. I've given you enough time to. You take some more time, I don't mind. But when you're answering, answer clearly. What is it exactly that you mean? Okay. So you can take maybe 10 more minutes and come back. Okay. Who else? Who will go next? Nasiha? Nasiha, you're ready?
Yes, sir.
Yes, go ahead.
AI provides chatbot.
Okay. So
That provide automated customer support and information services that can engage in natural language
are you reading from
conversation.
somewhere? You're reading from somewhere, right?
I noted.
Okay. I want you to speak on your own without seeing any reference. I want you to explain without reading it out. If you had to read it out, I can read it out myself. Yeah. So you want to take some more time? Okay, don't do 5, do 3. Can you explain 3 things to me? Don't do 5, but can you explain 3 in your own words without reading it out? Can you do that for me?
Chatbots that
No,
provide.
you want to take some time. You want to take 10 more minutes, you can do that. If you want to prepare for 10 more minutes and present in your own words. I want you to understand what you have read or researched and present it back. Like we saw Hanan and like we saw Ajil also explaining, they were not reading it out from anywhere, right? They were explaining it based on their understanding of that topic. So I want you to do the same. Is that okay?
Okay, sir.
Okay. Take 10 more minutes, prepare for that and come back. Who else is left? Okay, Shazin and Nasiha are preparing. You both have any questions, Hanan and Ajil, in the meantime?
Could you please tell me more about what Ajil said, some product optimization?
Okay,
so
product optimization, basically when you're getting these products, right? I mean, how will you, so basically what are you trying to do? You're trying to get the data on the different products. And I mean, there are several things you can do with the product thing, price, optimization and all that. What exactly, can you repeat your point on the product, Ajil? And then I will, I'm not able to recall what exactly you said.
So it was a price optimizing.
Price optimization, yeah. Yeah. So what did you exactly mean, price optimization? So when there is a lot of gathering data, correct me if I'm wrong, if that is what you meant, when you're gathering all the data and then you see this product is picking up sales and all of that. So then you know whether, so basically you have the intelligence about the product and the kind of people who are buying it and the time at which they are buying and the season during which they are buying. You can gather all that information, right, about a particular, because of the availability of all that data today. What will you do with all this data? You will become intelligent by analyzing this data, and then you will say, okay, this is the right time to offer better to the customers. Maybe I can offer the same product at a lesser price and there'll be more sales. because then you can see that there are more number of people buying, and then I'll have more sales and I will make more profit. Or you may want to increase the price at that point of time, depending on your strategy, based on what you want to achieve. Or you may want to reduce the price, or you may want to give some additional offers along with the product. So you can do all those things based on your strategy, because you are able to analyze all that data and get some intelligence out of it, right? You can only take an intelligent decision if you have intelligent input, and that intelligent input is happening through all these data analysis, and AI is helping you do that, right? So you will do price adjustments, price optimization, and all of that. All right. Okay. What other questions do you have?
Yes, yesterday Shasin asked about AR and VR. Like, is that anything related to AI?
So you gave an example yourself, no? AR and VR, you gave an example. Wherever you're using the data to analyze things, in itself, it might not be AI, right? I mean, AR and VR may not be. But if you're analyzing some data to create some output and generate some intelligence for you to use and utilize so that you can make something better, you can improve certain things, then you are using artificial intelligence. So that is the idea. You need to keep that. See, don't try to complicate artificial intelligence and all of that. There are a lot of technical things and all that, which you need to understand when you're implementing solutions and all of that. But at this level, when you're beginning to learn about this, don't try to get so confused or complicated about that. Try and understand from a layman's language first, and then you can go deeper and understand. It'll be easier for you to also explain to others and for yourself to understand, right? Yeah. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put up something on the screen, and I want you to think of how artificial intelligence is going to help you do these things. Okay, so let me share this. Okay, first is, how does it improve customer experience? Can you give me some examples? You already gave me some examples. You understood, right? There are examples where you can improve customers' experience. And how does it optimize pricing? Ajil already gave that example. Then preventing losses. You gave that example. Fraud detection and all of that, right? And improving marketing strategies. These are some ways in which you can apply artificial intelligence. How will you do this? Can you give me one example each, Ajil and yeah, what about these others? I'm just seeing this chat. Anand, yeah. Okay.
So you were asking how we would apply.
Yeah. How will you? So how will is it clear to you how artificial intelligence is going to be applied for achieving these in business?
Yes.
Hmm? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. Now, Ajil, how about you?
Yes, sir.
No, we can't hear you.
Sir, yeah,
Okay.
certain applications of AI in improving customer experience, no, sir.
Yeah, so I gave you some examples, not in retail particularly, but in general. Okay, now I want you to do one more exercise. There's a reason for me to ask you to do this. Now, go and do some research, both of you, while we wait for Shazin and I think Masiha to come back. You did an exercise for retail industry, right? Right now, you did an example for it. Now, do this exercise for pick up any industry. Which industry do you want to pick up other than retail?
So can we randomly choose during the research?
Okay, okay, fine. But take 10 minutes to do
Yes.
that. Come back with one industry. You don't have to, you have to do this individually right now. Okay.
Yes.
You can do that, choose some industry and then read about it. Give me 3 points, not 5, but 3 points. How will you
Okay. Okay.
industry? All right.
About AI, right?
Oh, yeah. Like you did for retail, do
Okay.
that for some other industry.
Okay.
There is a reason I'm asking you to do that. Okay. 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 Take 10 minutes while we wait for the others. Whenever Shazin and Nasiha are ready, please let me know and then I will talk to you while Hanan and Najil are doing this exercise. All right. Okay, Ajil and Hanan, are you ready? The other two kind of not there. Are you ready? If you're ready, if you are willing to present, let's go ahead and start.
Sir, 2 minutes for me, sir.
Okay, all right.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, Sajil.
Sir, can I start, sir?
Yeah, you can start.
Yes, sir. I came up with the artificial intelligence application in healthcare. First
In
one,
healthcare.
I would
Okay.
healthcare, sir.
Okay.
For the first, I have come up with patient monitoring, sir. Patient monitoring. It is a monitoring device in real time where it consists of some sensors, wearable devices. If a patient is normal, it gives some alert to the nurses, etc. Then second, I came up with disease diagnosis. It analyzes the patient's data, symptoms, and medical record. There is a ML technology where it can identify the patterns, indicating to. I won't say that all the doctors are unaware, but I would say that there may be a chance that if the doctors notice some diseases. Through the help of AI, we can with the help of AI we can notice that errors or a mistake where doctors couldn't find that symptoms in the body. Then third one, I came up with drug discovery and drug pattern. Basically, in pharmaceutical industry, most of the machines work. In the role of AI in pharmaceutical industry is that it defines the value of how much protein should contain, how many doses of medicine in mg, sorry, milligram, how many should contain in that, and drug discovery. It basically defines that how much dose is required for a specific age restricted patients. The dose is more for that age restricted or less than that. It is mainly for I won't say even pharmaceutical industry are that level that to depend on AI, but I would say that it might help them to reduce their effective work.
Okay, so you again scratched the surface here. So you need to do a little deeper thing. But do you see any? So when you were doing this exercise for healthcare compared to when you were doing retail, what is your learning?
Sir, finding, research on things.
Yeah, research is
Exactly
fine. But what
something
is
I'm
the learning as in the context of artificial intelligence? What did you
So
learn?
I'm coming to know something new, and depending on what and all it is useful. I came up with AI, no, sorry, AI in healthcare, and I can see finance, agriculture, media and entertainment. I can discover, and I'm trying myself to be into it, sir. Into it.
Okay. Okay. Let's park this for a while. Good, Ajil. Hanan, can you go ahead and explain your points?
Yes, sir. Firstly, as we told in the retail also, the banking, they also uses chatbot. So effectively tackle the most commonly accessed tasks by the humans. Like the balance inquiry. I'm sorry, I didn't say in which I was talking about. I was talking about banking industry. Okay, so they can be easily tackle the mostly commonly accessed tasks like balance inquiry, statement checking, etc. And this reduces the load from the channels like contact centers and internet banking if we use. And also the robo advice. It attempts to understand a customer's financial health by analyzing their data shared by them or their transactions, financial history they have in their account. So based on this analysis, the robo is able to give like appropriate investment recommendations to the customers in which they can do it. And also, yeah, cyber security, they are having like it can improve the efficiency effectiveness of a cyber security by leveraging data from threats and learning the pattern of threats, how they are coming. to most of the banking. And it can prevent attack, and also, like I said, it will be monitoring the breaches in the account by the other person if they are using any if they are accessing from different mobile device or any other network. And the personalized offers based on their salary or their transaction history, the bank will be, they will be giving them recommendations about the banking products, credit cards and all. And it detects the traffic also. If you are using any UPI apps or something, the AI will be detecting if it is having more traffic, it is experiencing more traffic, or whether we'll be experiencing failure in the payments. So it will be giving us the alert before we make the payment.
Okay, good attempt. So what was your learning when you did this exercise compared to when you did the retail exercise?
I'm sorry to say, but I couldn't understand more about what was the real difference they were using.
So that is a good thing that you said that. So you're seeing that there is a lot of applications which are similar.
Yes, sir.
Do you see that? There is a lot of applications. There will be different applications. There will be different, like in his case, healthcare, you're analyzing monitoring the patient data and all of that, and you're doing a lot of things. Chatbot, he also mentioned chatbot and all of that, I think so.
Yes.
Monitoring the customer's profile, and based on that you personalize offers and all of that. So there are a lot of similarities in the applications. Yes, there are a lot of similarities, although the industries are different, but the way the technology is applied is the same in some ways, in some places, and it will be in different and maybe more advanced usage can be possible in some other instances. So what I want you to appreciate is, what I want you to learn and appreciate is, today, there are these different industries, and then there is this technology, right? Technology, let's say artificial intelligence is one technology. Now, the application of these technologies can be similar across industries. Something which is used here can also be used in this industry for their customers in a different way, or there can be an altogether different application of that technology, right? So there will be some parallels, and there will be, the idea of doing these exercises is for you to come out of your fear and shell that this technology is something very, very different and difficult, and I can't understand this, and industries is a different thing. How do I understand? So when you're doing these exercises, you will realize that there is so much that is happening around you, in the world around you, which is already using a lot of these technologies. And if you relate like that, you will be able to understand and appreciate that better, right? And then when you are able to do that, you will be able to do your projects better. You're doing some assignment or project or something in your company, you will be able to do better, and you'll get better ideas how you can improve that and all of that. So we'll do those exercises later. But for now, today, what I want you to do is now go back tomorrow's or next session's exercise, whenever we're meeting next. Besides artificial intelligence, we discussed a little bit about artificial intelligence in these previous two sessions. Besides artificial intelligence, I want you to pick up some latest technologies, 5 different latest technologies. Anything, I leave it to you. You can choose whatever technologies, and I want you to talk about, if I ask you what that technology is, for example, let's say cybersecurity. Okay, so if I ask you what is cybersecurity, can you explain that to me? You have to explain to me in about 2 or 3 sentences what that technology means, right? What is it? And if you have to explain to some person, how will you explain that? Okay, you don't have to memorize. You have to understand. Based on your understanding, you have to explain that to me. All right. So pick up any 5 technologies of your choice, and the next time we meet, you have to present those to me, right? All right. Is this clear? Will you be able to do that? You have, see,
Yes,
today information is available in abundance. There is no need for me to come and teach you what is this, what is that technology. Everything is available. What I can help you with, or what I think where I can add value to you, is how do you build your case? How do you use all that information intelligently to present yourself better? After all, that is the that is the intent, right? You should be able to make intelligent decisions based on whatever is available, and you should be able to present your case. You have to solve problems, right? You have to solve business problems or whatever problems you're trying to do in your college or in your professional life and all of that. You should be able to do them better. That will make you a better professional, right? Rather than mugging up. Anyway, you're doing a lot of that in your courses. You're doing exams and you will prepare and you'll do all of that. But here in these sessions, I want you to practically apply those and become more, impactful in your application of that technology. Okay. All right. Any questions for today? Yeah, good to see you on camera. It's nice like this. Otherwise, I have to switch off. There's a lot of black boxes and I don't get to see and speak with people. So next time onwards, please make sure you have good connection and you're able to speak and participate well. All right. So if there aren't any further questions, we will stop for today. And if you have questions, I'm here. You can ask me any questions. Okay. So, all right. So I'll hand it over to Kianik's team. I think we'll close the session for today. All right.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Next time, please make sure your colleagues and all, they come back with if you can, and also the organizing team, I'll tell them that, the students should come prepared with their assignments and, good connectivity and all of that, so that we don't spend time settling down. Okay. All right. Yeah. You all have a good evening. Yeah.
Thank you, sir.